You can call me Mystic Mike because I predict these things.
Ramazan Temirov takes on Charles Johnson this Saturday at UFC Fight Night, Las Vegas. And this is a fun fight at flyweight. Ramazan Temirov coming off of a first-round knockout win over CJ Vergara. That was his UFC debut. Highly touted prospect coming out of Uzbekistan, I believe it was. Yeah, Uzbekistan, 18-2 record. So a lot of hype behind this guy coming into the UFC. On a really long win streak. Hadn't lost since 2021. So very good guy, very powerful striker. More of a karate guy. Wings his punches, spinning back kicks, things like that. But very powerful, very explosive in his striking attacks. We saw that in his fight against CJ Vergara. Not the best record. You see some of the guys that he's come up against in his regional pro career. Then again, not tons of, I'm sure, really good fighters coming out of Uzbekistan that he can get fights with. Did fight out of Ryzen, so beat some okay guys, 10-3, but then, you know, you got a 12-5, 5-2, 15-8. So still a really good guy. Taking on Charles Johnson. Charles Johnson been in the UFC for a while now. He's 34 years old, so still in his prime. On a 4-fight winning streak right now. Only lost to really good guys. Rafael Esteban, who we saw not too long ago, undefeated fighter, beat Jesus Aguilar. Cody Durden, again, good wrestler, good striker, very well-rounded guy, been in the game for a long time. And then Ode Osborne, not the best loss, was a split decision, could argue he won it. And then before that, Mohamed Mokaev, who's just a really good grappler. But I got to go with Charles Johnson in this one. Much more UFC experience, going to have a huge reach advantage. He's 5'9" compared to Temirov's 5'4", and I believe he's going to have a 7-inch reach advantage. He's got 70 inches versus Temirov's 63-inch. So Temirov really likes to step in and kind of wing his punches and his hooks, and I just feel like Charles Johnson, he's going to have too much of a footwork advantage. He's very good on the feet, moves very well. I think he's going to be able to move in and out the pocket with Ramazan and kind of avoid a lot of those strikes. He's got a very good chin, good grappler. I just think the size difference is going to be too much. I think he's going to be able to match the speed of Ramazan Temirov. He won't be as powerful as him, but I think that he's going to be able to avoid those big punches as Temirov comes in, just because he's going to be able to tag him before he can hit him really with that reach advantage. Charles Johnson, in terms of grappling, I don't see this going to the ground. He does have good defensive grappling if Temirov tries to take it there, but I think this will be primarily on the feet. And I think Charles Johnson will just pick him apart and land the bigger shots. If he does get hit, I trust Charles Johnson's chin in this one. He's just a very tough dude, so I'm gonna go with Charles Johnson. I don't think he gets the finish. I think he will get the decision. Again, lankier guy for the division, doesn't carry as much power as these other guys, definitely not as much as Ramazan, but does do enough damage and enough volume on his opponents, kind of outpoints them to win rounds. So I think he'll get this one done by decision. Very even fight. Charles Johnson's a plus 100 favorite, and I believe plus 100, and then Ramazan Temirov is a minus 125. So pretty much a pick him in this one, but got to go Charles Johnson with his experience. He's very battle tested in the UFC. I think he's fought the better guys, and I think he's just got the better skill set. The length here really favors Charles Johnson, with this being primarily a striker's match. So Charles Johnson gets this one done by decision. Thanks, guys.